extended to every known terrain, steppes and pine forests in the north, shading into Siberia, tropical jungles and terraced rice farms in the south, from the coast with its canals, ports and fishing villages to the stark deserts of Central Asia and the ice-capped peaks of the Himalayan frontier. Henry Kissinger, on China, 2011. Terrain and climate. China has a total landmass of 3.7 million square miles, next in size only to Russia and Canada. At its maximum, it measures approximately 3,100 miles north to south and 3,230 miles east to west. Its land border is 14,168 miles long. Apart from the mainland, there are more than 5,400 islands, some just bare rocks that only appear at low tide. Technically speaking, it encompasses 5 time zones from the east coast across to the Russian border in the west. Most rivers flow west to east into the Pacific Ocean. The Yangtze River, Changyang, is the longest at 3,915 miles and third longest in the world after the Nile and the Amazon, followed by the Yellow River, Huanghe, at 3,395 miles, the birthplace of Chinese civilization. However, in recent years, the Yellow River has been shortened by several hundred miles for months on end, due to having dried up near its delta. China is a land of extremes, and temperatures vary widely. In northern China, summers are hot and short, winters long and cold. The humidity in the north in summer is unpleasant, around 60 to 70%, and the lack of moisture in the winter, when humidity falls to about 2%, is even worse, as are the dust storms caused by sand blowing in from the Gobi Desert. To the north of the capital, Beijing, lie the vast empty grasslands of the Inner Mongolian Plateau. Mongolia is swept by winds from Siberia and is bitterly cold in winter, sometimes as low as -35 degrees Celsius, but with fine sunny days. Harbin, China's northernmost major city, is famous for its annual winter display of huge sculptures made of ice blocks, taken from the Songhua River and lit from inside by coloured lanterns. Starting around January the 5th, the festival lasts for about a month, until its sculptures start to melt away with the coming of spring. The south of China is more temperate, and in recent years northerners who can afford it have started retiring there to enjoy the milder climate. The tropical island of Hainan in particular is popular. In the south, vegetation remains green all year round. The coastal regions are warm and humid, with 4 distinct seasons. The south and southwest of China have a much more agreeable climate, with lush green vegetation and beautiful wooded mountains wreathed in mists. The southwest is the home of bamboo forests and the panda, also of many plants familiar in the west, such as rhododendrons, some of which are brought over to Europe by 19th century botanists. China is a country of superlatives. The world's highest mountain, Mount Everest, Zhumalangmafeng in Chinese, forms China's western border with Nepal and India. It's part of the Himalayan range of mountains, 40 of whose peaks rise to over 22,900 feet. In the northwest is the Tarim Basin, the largest inland basin in the world. To the east of the Tarim Basin is the low-lying Turpan Depression, called the Oasis of Fire, the hottest place in China, with temperatures of up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit in summer. Xinjiang, home to Uyghurs, an ethnic minority of Turkic people, is also home to the Taklamakan, the largest desert in China. The oasis towns of the vast empty desert areas were used for 2,000 years as stopovers on the Silk Route. From the time of the Romans, caravans of camels would carry silk to the west. Salt from China's largest salt lake, Lop Nur, also went this way. Whoever controlled the oases could tax this traffic, so despite its arid deserts, Xinjiang was an attractive prize. Today it remains so for its vast reserves of oil and gas. Only about 20% of the terrain is suitable for agriculture. The majority of the Han population has for centuries lived mainly on the fertile floodplains at the lower reaches of the Yellow River and the Yangtze River. These 2 rivers deposit silt, which makes the floodplain the richest agricultural area in China. This is where the main cities have grown up, along with key industries. So much of China is uninhabitable that around 90% of the people, mainly Han Chinese, are squeezed into about half of the area. The government has tried to resettle people in more sparsely populated areas, such as Tibet and Xinjiang, but the